All right. Hey, what's up? What's going on? Daria Jackson Legonier here, one half of Willie Legonier. And today, as you know, this is our mastermind, What's Working Now. And we're going to discuss content marketing because we realize that without putting out good content, your marketing is for naught. So I have a few slides that I'm going to show just to help you with your content marketing. Myself and Rose, as you can see here, we have been working on our blogs for a few weeks now. So we're going to also show you our progress from last week, which is pretty exciting. Since MLSP Sites has launched, it's just been an amazing ride. Would you say so, Rose?
Oh yeah, absolutely. I'm really enjoying it.
Yeah, it's a lot of fun, and the training and the tips and the bonuses that we get to get our blogs up and running and branding us is just amazing. So without further ado, I'm going to show my screen. All right. And let me know, Rose, if you see my screen.
I see your screen.
All right. All right. Awesome. 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 All right. And if you jump on while I'm doing my slide presentation, stick around, leave a comment on the chat, say, hey, it's not that I'm ignoring you. I'm just in a mode, a zone. So let me see. We'll start it from the beginning. So as I said before, we're talking about what's working now in content marketing, which is extremely important. So the importance of content marketing. Number one, it helps you to build your brand. You don't want to go online and post about your company because in actuality, that's the company that you're promoting. It's not your company per se, unless you do have your very own company. But if you are in the MLM space, and you have the opportunity to be a rep for a specific company, you want to brand you and what you're all about. It also establishes you as the authority in your niche. So you want to create content so people come to you and say, hey, I want to know more about doing hair. I want to know more about travel. I want to know about this health and fitness arena. And I noticed you did a video or a blog post on X, so I want to know more about that. And they'll keep coming to you because you're feeding them with the information that they're looking for. It's also used in the sales process. So people not only buy from people that they know, like, and trust, they also buy because they're informed about your product. So by you putting out content about your product and providing the solution, then they see like, okay, I got enough information here. Now I'm going to make a purchase. So with that said, it educates them. It gives them the education and the awareness around your product that they're looking for before they make that decision. And also, it's great for customer upsell and customer upgrade and upsell retention. People will stay with you as long as you continue to feed them with the information that they need and that they're looking for. Make sense?
Yes, it does.
Yeah. Pretty cool, right? So content usage. Oh, Willie is joining us. All right, so content usage. It raises awareness to the problem that they have. Sometimes they don't even realize they have a problem. They know something is up, but they don't know exactly what it is. So the content usually touches on what it is that their challenge is. Your content, what it does is it attracts an audience. So within your content, you're pretty much saying who this product or who your service is for. And that would be the audience that would be attracted to you. Also, content acquires leads, more people to talk to about your product and your service. It's good for initial customer acquisition. They want to know more about what it is that you are promoting. It also teaches people how to be more successful with your product and with your company. Would you like to add something, Willie?
I actually no. I mean, I think you've covered the enchilada, so to speak.
Yeah, so after this presentation, we want you to see the importance of putting out content as often as possible. So here we are.
Well, it needs to be part of your habit. So you don't do it as often as possible. You have to do it daily, because that's the key thing. That's the putting out content equals to putting out value. When you put out value, you cultivate your following. And when you cultivate a following, that's when you get people to get to know you, trust you, and buy from you. That's the sole purpose of content. Content is designed to actually tie what you're offering to the issues that people are having in the marketplace, vis-a-vis you're solving their problem. And because you've solved their problem, they will buy from you. And if you continue to solve their problem and you give them a great experience, then they'll continue to buy from you. And we use the word solving problems or challenges, but it can be just as smooth as, you needing a new dress. The fact that you need a new dress is a problem, because either you're not happy with the ones that you have, you can't fit the ones that you have. They're whatever the situation is, it's something as simple as that. It's a problem/challenge. So you look to do one of two things: go to your local, department store, or you jumping on your computer and see what you can get online. And you don't quit until you've actually found that particular thing that you're looking for that particular occasion. So it's very important. And we are a byproduct of that whole concept, because if you turn around and just look around you, the table you're sitting at, the computer you're on, the even the hairstyle you have is a byproduct of that experience, that need, and finding the right person to actually solve that issue for you.
That is true. I didn't think of it that way, but that's a nice way, because you get information on the hairstyle that you're seeking to wear, to even see if it's a fit for you, because you have to think about maintenance and all that stuff and your lifestyle. So you're looking at the value that you get on the net and from other people that are wearing that style to see if it's a fit. So yeah,
and it's a boost to your ego. Guess what? Whether it be the car, the hairstyle, whatever, you want people tapping you on the shoulder and say, "Wow, where did you get that from?" Or "Who did that for you?" You may not want to spend hours talking about that, but every now and then you want to get that affirmation.
Right.
And that's what the branding is all about.
Yeah.
That's why when you go to the department store, they send you out with a bag, bang, Macy's. That's branding. Oh yeah, that person, she shopped at Macy's. Maybe they got something there for me.
Or it might be one around here. The person might have been looking for a Macy's and go, "Oh snap, there's a Macy's around here. Oh, okay. Let me see. Let me get on my phone and see where it is." Yeah, that's true. So true. So it leads us to the slide about an avatar, which is so important. But I think, let me see something. I might have made a boo-boo here. Let me go back. Let me end this, because I think I did. Okay.
No, I think the avatar is definitely.
Yeah, I wanted to do that first.
Yeah.
All right, so let's do it this way. I don't know, something happened with my order, but it's all good. So it just leads us to talk about our customer avatar. I'll do it from here, just so that you could see it this way. You need to know who you're marketing to. So your customer avatar is a detailed profile of your target market.
Let me just jump it out. This is something that's like really dear to my heart, because
all right, go for it, boo.
We didn't. It's like in our business, and like with everything else, I'm sure when you were in the nursing field and when you went to school, people, the supervisor, the instructor, the professor was just throwing out words that on the surface, intellectually, you understood what they were talking about. But when you really look at that word in depth and find out how do you apply that word to do whatever it is that you're doing, and in this case, we're talking about marketing, it becomes very, very critical. Because, for example, when we hired a coach, he made us go through this exercise. Now, we're educators, okay? So he challenged us to look at a market based on where our current or past experience is. And when you look at that, we knew what the pains our industry is going through. So you being a former nurse, you got two dimensions to look at. You can look at the nurses who are in your position, retired, at home, and then you can look at the ones who are just getting in, and they're trying to do their time so that they can actually become or, be where you are. Both of them are experiencing some level of pain and discomfort with their current physician. And you know all too well what that's all about. So the avatar becomes that virtual customer for you. It could be Jane and Bob, or if you want to do it, it can just be Josephine looking at, well, she's an RN. So she's got college debt. She's got a car note. She's got a condominium or an apartment that she's paying rent for in one of the great districts of Brooklyn. So she's doing all of this service as a form of a nurse, plus the OT, so she can maintain her life. She spends an inordinate amount of time in a uniform and rarely gets an opportunity to pamper themselves.
Yeah,
forget about wearing clothes. Some of them folks don't even want to. Every now and then they want to throw on something, but because of your particular product is all about vacation, and to me that's the ultimate pampering. I don't care what anybody says. Yeah, you can get a 5-hour massage. That's great, but there's nothing like a 5-day vacation.
Yeah, that is true.
Would you agree with that?
Oh yes, absolutely.
So those are the people you want to look at. So it says take time to create your customer avatar. It motivates the copy you create when you're writing. So basically, when you're sending out information, right, your content, it's going to be geared towards that niche.
Right.
Versus you trying to send it out to every and anybody who you think might want to take advantage of what you have to offer. And think about it. The car that you have, even the place where you live, somebody did some research to figure out what people like you spend your money on.
Yeah. That's where those surveys come in at.
Okay?
Yeah.
Somebody did it. Somebody did it. And the data is all over the place. I mean, there's private data and there's public data. Because if you go, well, you don't have to go downtown anymore, but let's say, for example, public records. Yeah, those are the places that we never visit, but guess what? Many corporations pay people to go scouring through public records to see where people are spending their money, where people are moving to, how many people are divorced, or you name it. All of that public information. The banks use it. That's how they redline us. And at the same token, that's how they actually sell the properties. Real estate agents, they all utilize those services in one form or another. But you have that advantage whereby you really don't have to skim through that because you've had that prior experience.
Right.
So you can just take a look at what it was like for you. Because guess what? Even though we in 2015 and your days in school might have been 2004, nothing has really changed. The headaches and challenges are still the same. Perhaps, the numbers may be the difference.
And the research.
But
the way you research is different now, but that's
Yeah.
about it. You still got to research.
and then you want to, again, as a result of you creating that avatar, you can tailor your marketing message to appeal to them.
Mm-hmm. And you'll also be able to connect on an emotional level because you know their pain.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So that is so key. That is so key. I mean, it's fascinating because the more you delve into this, you recognize the science behind it. And as I was sharing with my wife this morning, is that our challenges have been, we intellectualize the business too much.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because of our training as educators and college education and the work experience in the corporate world and all that kind of stuff. And, the corporate world is the corporate world. But guess what? The corporate world, they don't do their commercials. They don't do their commercials. And even when you see, I remember back in the days when Lee Iacocca used to do commercials for Chrysler, it was like, oh, it's not good for a CEO to do a commercial, because what it looks like in the commercial is that he just decided to just, hire a crew to come and videotape him while he's talking. No, that's not what happened. He went to Madison Avenue, or he went to some marketing agency and had a consultation, and they suggested, this is what you're going to do. This is how you're going to posture yourself. This is what you're going to say, and this is going to increase your sales. And it worked. When all the naysayers were saying, he shouldn't be doing that, it worked.
Amazing, right?
And you want to notice, he carved his own lane. Nobody else was doing it. And Chrysler was in trouble back in those days. But he sold them damn cars. Now, I don't know where he is. I don't know if he's dead or alive, but he had that persona about him. That he had the corporate image, but when he spoke, he sounded just like a regular guy. Who was fessing up to the fact that his corporation, didn't do things the right way. Yeah. I mean, he didn't use that language, but he was kind of, it's like, listen, we did some thinking, that's why I'm out here. Not the dealership, not my employees. That's why I'm out here. I'm taking onus to where we fell short in producing a product that you, the American people, would like. So I'm holding myself accountable. This is what we're doing now. Come and check us out. Come and test drive our cars. All of that. And boom. It wasn't a failure. It was a major success.
Yeah.
Short-lived, however, but that's because they moved on to other things. But that's
cool.
Next one.
Yeah. All right. So let's see if I have the right order. Nope. All right. So here we go. This is where I want. All right. So now you have you have to create an avatar. You have to figure out, what that's going to be. So these questions will help you do that. So you want to ask yourself, where does your avatar hang out? Does it hang out at a bar? Does it hang out in church, library? Where does it hang out? What does your avatar look like? Is it a male, female, tall, short, light, dark, long hair, short hair? What does your avatar look like? And who do they want to please? Do they have a husband? Do they have a wife, children? Are they taking care of other people's children? Who is it that they want to please? Or is it a parent that they're taking care of? So you think about all these things. You're really creating a character. It's
literally, I call it virtual. Yes.
Yeah, you're creating a character. It was something similar to what we did when we were in the Ma'afa. We had to become a particular character on stage so that we could, what's the word?
We had to identify.
We had to depict what that character went through. So we had to become that character. So that's what this is. And who is your avatar responsible for? Again, children, nieces, nephews, elderly parents.
And themselves.
Right, themselves. But you're really creating this character and the type of lifestyle that they have. Who might they let down or fail, if they don't do what it is that they're supposed to do? Again, spouse, family, etc. And what keeps them up at night? That's really big. That's where you can really dig into the pain, really think about what keeps them up at night. And then you'll have your avatar.
Now, a quick question for you, Rose. On a personal level, for me, I've heard, and I've only known one male nurse personally, but since you've left that industry, has that been on the rise, or it's still males are still a minority in that field?
They do have some, but like you said, it's still a minority. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's still dominated by women.
Yeah.
But that can be a little niche market for you right there, because nobody's really speaking to their needs.
Yeah.
They're kind of behind the scenes just doing the work, and nobody's really speaking to their needs because they are the minority.
Mm-hmm.
So that might be something you wanna focus in on, just from the perspective that they're doing this profession dominated by women, but yet as men they still do what men do.
Right.
Watch sports, take vacations, a little bit on the wild side. All of that stuff. So that might be a something you wanna
might go to bars and get the drink on, whatever.
consider.
Yeah. So this is a great way to, get yourself started in creating your avatar. And then the last slide we're going to talk about was how to create your content formula that you should go by when you're creating your blog posts, or even your content as far as your status updates on Facebook or your Instagram posts, any type of social media. That is content as well. So you want to address the pain that your avatar, because whenever you're creating a blog post, you want to have your avatar in mind, because that's who you're speaking to. So you want to address their pain by asking a question. You want to agitate it and really, twist the knife and really, hone in on it so that they feel it when they read your post. Share a story. And this is an industry marketing term, feel, felt, found. So basically you're letting them know, I feel your pain. I know what you're going through. I've been through it too, but I found blah, 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 blah. And that's how that has helped me get over, XYZ. You see how that works? See how that works? Cool, right?
Yeah.
And also in your content, you want to educate. You want to teach them about something in particular, and it doesn't have to be, a 10-paragraph dissertation. It can be, 4 or 5 steps to do something really simple, and people, when they find something that gives you a list because they want it simple, they want it quick, and they want it simple, people are going to look at that.
Okay.
So the listing is really good. And then you provide a solution after tapped in all of that pain and evoked all that emotion. Then you can say, hey, here's how I found to solve blah, 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 blah. And that's it. That's your content creation formula. And if you create your formula using these elements here, you're going to have success. You're going to have people coming back looking for more, because you're giving them what they need. You've already identified them. You connected with them. And then you said, and you didn't just leave them out there. Like, oh, well, I know you're going through this and that, but, that's all I got for you. But you gave them a solution. So they're going to come back for some more solution. Identify with some more pain. Yes, and that's pretty much it. Will, anything else you want to say?
No, I'm ready to
for us to
entertain
chat?
her questions now.
All right. So that's basically it, on content marketing, getting that going. So how was that, Rose?
Excellent. I really thinking, like you said, about the avatar, and that is particular for my niche. So definitely something that I need to think about and look at.
Right.
Yeah,
right.
Most definitely. And here's the beauty of it. There's more of them than your family and friends.
Mm-hmm.
And while we want to share this with our family and friends, that they're not ready. Yeah. But there's a whole slew of folk out there in our respective professions who are looking to find what we do and get it from somebody they know, like, and trust, or at least cultivate the relationship with somebody they know, like, and trust. And your connection is that they may not know you from Jump Street, but you shared that profession. How long have you been a nurse before you retired?
36 years.
36 years.
Wow. Woo. I can't imagine doing anything beyond that.
So there are nurses right now who are in the profession, entrenched in the profession you were doing when there wasn't even a thought.
Yeah.
Consider that. So the wealth of information and credibility that you have is just astonishing.
Mm-hmm.
So that in of itself is going to give you the kind of posture you need, but the thing is you're not discovering it because the avatar helps you focus on a niche. You now automatically have your instant credibility.
Mm. Yes.
Because ultimately that's what you want. You want people to listen to what you have to say. And it doesn't necessarily, that's the beauty about it. You don't necessarily have to be the professional vacation or guru per se, but you can borrow from your previous experience because everything is related. Like I said, I think on the last call that I was on with you guys, I shared that no matter what you did in life, there is something that has real life applications to it.
Absolutely.
So this is where you kind of meld the two.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
So you want to also look at publications that exist and markets to your
avatar.
Your avatar, or to the field. Yeah. You want to look at those publications. You want to talk about, even if you don't have to subscribe to one, but if you can get a copy of it, or you pull out one, look at what they talked about in those publications. I'm sure vacation and relaxation is somewhere in there, or something that leads to vacation and relaxation. Work out, right? Go to the gym. That's not just about being healthy, but it's also being about sexy. And one of the best places to show your sexiness is on a vacation.
All right.
It's not just at a party or walking down the street. But yeah, you want to get into that bathing suit and travel somewhere. And, the beauty about the vacation feel is, especially nowadays, that people are no longer traveling for the block of times that we were accustomed to growing up. Mm-hmm. They're traveling for shorter periods. They also go into shorter distant places. So, last week we were out on a ship, on a boat. To the whale watching for those 3 hours that we were on board that vessel, it was a vacation. I had to think about nothing else but what I was experiencing.
Right.
Got it.
That is true. As you share that, I thought of Dr. Lisa Thompson. I don't know if you're familiar with Lisa. She's part of our marketing community.
Yeah.
And, her brand, and she always talks about the doctor is in, the digital doctor.
Yes.
So
Yes.
she basically uses her profession in a way that it would work for her brand and marketing.
Yep.
So you're a retired nurse, because I think she still is working as a doctor. I think she's a psychiatrist. I believe she's a psychiatrist. But she found a way to use that as her brand. So that's a suggestion for you to see how you can use what you are so accustomed to doing as your brand.
Okay.
You know, Nurse Rose is here.
Well,
You know?
It's so funny. I was thinking about Nurse Ratchet. You know who that is, right?
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know, the name just popped up because sometimes when you bring in those types of what you call it, I forgot the woman who actually, the actress who actually did that character in One Flew Over Cuckoo's Nest. She's an actress, and she's very good.
Right.
But I automatically, it's just because what it is, it'll get people's attention.
Right.
You know what I mean? So.
Yeah. So I just wanted to throw that out there just to, to help you out there. And I thought that was an excellent way for her to brand herself. The doctor's in. And has her, her daily episodes of, what she's sharing, the value that she's sharing every day. So that would be good. So now it is time for us to showcase our blog, to show our progress from last week to this week. Dun, 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 drum roll.
Oh boy, okay.
Rose first. See how she, what she has done since then. So let me bring it up here. So what is it again? Rose. Oh, I have it. Rose Hall blog.
Oops.
I think I lost you.
Back.
Yeah, I think I did the same thing last week. All right, let me try it again. Let me go to another tab. All right, you still there?
I'm here.
Okay, I think I went to another. All right. So now, all right, good. All right, here we go. Here we go. I like what I see so far. Holla. All right, let's show this. This is great. Can you see it?
Yes, now I see.
Oh man, this is awesome. I love you. I love it.
If I wasn't a good Christian, I'd be jealous.
Wow. I love it. Rose sharing business tips.
Very
Branding
nice.
you.
Very
Have
nice.
prepared yourself to go into business. Look at that.
Now, quick question. This little cloud here, is that your thing there, Rose?
Oh, apparently it came with the theme. Darry and I spoke last week about me making a banner with a picture. So I'm going on vacation Wednesday on. I'm going to try and take some nice picture and come back and make a banner.
Okay, because
Oh, nice.
because what would be nice is if you can color that in.
Ah,
You know, like, cause you know, rose.
Oh,
could
make
be
it
pink.
a rose.
Yeah, or even that. Yeah, you know, if you can make it a
Yeah.
rose, that'd be even better.
Yes, yes, like your invite.
You know,
like your in
I'm wow.
yeah. So this is right. This is her how to create an intro video.
Yeah,
I love it.
Now, are you sharing your links? In other words, are you sharing your blog with folk?
Yes.
Well,
Is it live yet?
Facebook or Instagram, anywhere, I share it there. Mm-hmm.
Wow, I like this.
Yeah, really nice.
That is
really
hot.
Nice.
Look at that. I love your signature.
She busting style on us, girl.
I know.
We need to step up our game.
That is hot.
Now, here's the thing. Here's something for you, Rose.
What's
Just
that?
imagine now. What is it? 3 months?
Yeah.
Since 3 months, right? No, let me see. No, it's a little bit more than that. In terms of when we first started talking with you to where you are right now.
Maybe about 5 or 6 months.
Yeah, I started in April.
April, right?
Wow.
Yeah, okay.
Wow.
So what I want you to think about now is what you were doing back then, what were you struggling with back then, and where you are right now.
This is amazing. I love it.
Your whole feel for what you're doing, your whole feel for the industry, what you now are able to contribute to the industry, that wasn't even available to you back then.
Oh, she has her about me.
And you thought you was doing your thing back then. Isn't that amazing?
Oh yeah. I mean, when I first started, the language, I mean, it was just completely Greek, and now I understand.
Yeah.
When you say, especially even the word blog, I didn't even know what blog was.
Yeah. And you know, and it's going to continue to evolve. You're going to continue to grow with this, and just imagine, you know, what we're doing with you, you're going to be doing with others.
Yes.
Yes.
You know, because that's just like a natural progression. Because when you started, think about it again, going back to your rested profession, you started out as a nurse, and eventually, as you tenured yourself, you started to you turned around, used your experience to teach others.
Yes.
This,
At some point, right?
This is no different.
Right. The content is different.
You
That's
know,
it.
this is
but
no
the principles
different.
is still the same. Yeah.
You know, I always tell people, you know, we're on this planet that revolves, so everything that's in it goes around and comes around. You can't escape that.
Wow.
You cannot escape it.
This is totally amazing.
You know,
and have you noticed what your Google Analytics, the graph inside, how is that looking? Where you see like how many visitors you have?
Since I changed it, I didn't even look. I didn't even think to look.
Okay.
I know it was definitely growing with the other theme I had, but since I've changed the theme, I didn't even think to look and see because I felt like it's not finished yet.
Right. So what theme are you using now?
Flex Pro.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I think that's the same one we're using.
Look at that. She can call the name out. Look at this. Yeah, right. You know, I don't remember. Oh, it's Vince Reed. He always says, what you know may not mean a whole lot to you because you quantifying it and saying it's just a little thing, but it's invaluable to somebody else who has no clue.
Yeah.
And I get someone who contacted me that's in the business, one of our community, about the intro video, and I spoke to her about it, or we text back and forth. So she's supposed to be looking into getting her an intro video after seeing mine.
There you go.
Nice.
There you go.
I love it. That's just the beginning. That is just the beginning. That's phenomenal.
Yeah.
That's phenomenal. Well, the best thing about being a part of the community that we are, they give us top-notch training.
Yeah.
And I just want to share, I started creating a, well, I guess I can show what our blog looks like now, and what it's going to look like, because it's in work in progress. So let me put share my screen again. And then I'm going to go to our blog. No, that's not it. Where's our blog? All right. I guess I got to bring it up again. Can you see my screen?
Yes, I can.
Okay, here we go. So I was watching today what Brian was teaching. No, not Brian, Jim was teaching about creating graphics. So he gave us the dimensions for this.
Yes.
So this I just did real quick so we can have, a banner up. But I knew eventually as we go through more training that it was going to change. I just didn't know what it was going to look like. But after watching Jim's training this morning, and it was only like maybe 30 minutes I saw, I went to work. But since last week, we have created, let me go to the blog roll or to the home. So we have created 6 pieces so far.
Wow, beautiful.
So this is the last one that we've did. This is what we did yesterday, and so on and so forth. And oh, I forgot. No, it's not 6. It's 8. So we did 8 so far. So we chose this theme. This is the flexibility, not flexibility. This is Flex Pro as well. And we chose this because we like the fact that the homepage basically gives you an overview of what it is that you're going to see. So this is where we are so far. So now that we have some posts, now the recent post side is filled in. Before we just had one post there. So I like that. But I think that's going to end up changing too, because as we, do more training and get more insight, we're going to continue to tweak our blogs, which is fine. And it can be live with us doing that. That's fine. But this is what I've created so far with Canva. Yeah, this is it. This is the work in progress. So that's going to be our banner. I'm going to fill in the verbiage, but just looking at Brian's training gave me this. So, I didn't launch it yet, but we will launch it before this evening. And just wanted, you to see, just the kind of stuff that you can do with the ideas that they give us, so you don't really have to do exactly what they do, but you bring your own creativity in there. So I love the fact that you have your Rose logo, and that needs to be in your banner somewhere. Just like how we have our name, your name, make sure your name is there with your logo. So every time they see Rose Hall and that logo, they're gonna know that's you. That's your brand.
Okay.
Right there. And then find a way to bring in your RN, because you're providing a solution for people that are burnt out.
Okay.
You work in those 4, those swing shifts, 12-hour shifts for 4 days, and then you have like 3 days off.
Yeah.
That's a lot, because probably you need to sleep for 2.
A lot of
right. I mean, I've never worked hours like that, but I can imagine that is taxing on the body.
Yeah.
And then you can provide a solution for where they can make, because nurses make good money, you just don't have time to spend it. So you provide that solution for them to make a shift, and they have more time. They can make that money and then some, and then have more time to enjoy it. Yeah. So now let me see if I can find you again. Okay, here we go. But yeah, this is exciting. Yay. I see the progression.
Yes.
Yeah. So, this pretty much concludes our mastermind. Is there anything you want to say before we leave?
Questions.
Or any questions?
Yeah, you had talked about privacy disclaimer. Do we need to add that to our blog?
Yeah, I think it's important that we do. And I think they do go through in the training exactly what to put. It's not really a big deal.
Okay, so
What to put, but you should put it on your blog.
okay. And
Yeah.
also you had spoke about the product page. Now I know how to make a page. I know how to head it. But how do you get the products from the system? How do you do that?
What do you do is when you go into MLSP, the images that are there for that particular product, you just hover over it, right click, and you can download the image onto your computer.
Got it. Right click. All
Yeah,
right.
right click, and then it'll give you, the pull down menu will give you the ability to save as or download. And you save it as, whatever you want to call it, and it'll be in your downloads portion of your computer. And then you come into the media section of WordPress, and it says add media. Where it says add media, then you add the media, and then you can just copy. What's the word I'm looking for? Then you can put it on your page. Does that make sense, or do I need to go through it? You need me to go through it?
Clicking on it. I'm just going to go play with it right after this thing.
Okay.
Okay, great.
Yeah, because it's not Go ahead.
I made an about page, about me page, but I didn't have any other pages. So, okay, I need to work on that.
Okay, great. Well, it's always a pleasure, hanging out with you. And we just look forward to.
I'm sorry.
Uh-oh, you're breaking up.
You heard that?
No, I didn't hear you. Say it again. I don't know if that's our internet or not. It's like it's going in and out.
That's breaking. Yeah. Did you hear? I said I won't be with you next week because I'm going to be on a ship cruising.
Woo!
Oh, all right. You just killed my Christian thing. I am jealous now. That's it. Where you heading?
We're going to St. Croix and St. Martin and a couple other islands that I've been to before. St. Thomas.
Okay.
Yeah.
Nice. Are you leaving out of New York?
Yeah. No, we're leaving out of Puerto Rico, so we're going to take a flight Wednesday.
Okay.
To Puerto Rico.
Nice. Well, enjoy.
How many days?
8 days.
8 days?
Oh, I'm sorry, 10 days.
You could have just left it at 8, Jesus.
She had to put the knife in it and twist it, and twist the pain.
Back to 19.
Wow, that's wonderful.
Great. That's wonderful.
Have a wonderful
indeed.
And safe trip. And we'll put the replay in the group. Willie and Darius entrepreneurs, unstoppable entrepreneurs. We'll put it in the group and enjoy.
Thank you.
Yes. Put out the content before you leave, and you just never know what you might come back to.
Hope I come back with a whole lot of nice pictures.
I'm sure you will. I'm sure you will. Fantastic.
Okay.
So, all right. So have a wonderful evening.
You too.
And we'll see you when you get back. Just holler when you get back, okay?
Sure will. All righty.
All right. Send my regards to your husband.
Yes.
Sure. Bye-bye.
Okay.
All right. So this concludes Willie and Darius Mastermind, What is Happening Now? And we will see you next week. Have a wonderful